onto A. The kit becomes a factor for Magisk. He sits back by the truck. Cajun's gonna have AZ to work with him, but FNX is still waiting. Still boosted, still trying to catch out in the middle to go behind them as the rotations come in. He's perfectly timed this as well. They're just getting to the top of Highway. He's gonna swarm in. But the smoke's still down. They may not be seen right away. Instead, it's Henny in the sight, finds two. FNX does get the backstab, but Config turns to find him. And MSL taps bomb, trying to cause panic and concern. But unfortunately, it leaves him dead, and Config in a 1 versus 2. Over top of the ring crate already drops down, but spotted out! What a shot! Down goes Lucas, there's a chance! It's ticking faster and faster, the kid's still down from Magisk. He goes to the knife instead. It's all about the money. It's all about the money, but Steel says no! It's Immortals with the first round.
Config with the knife once again. It does not work out for him. He couldn't have won the round at that point, be absolutely right. Could have got an injection of cash there. It's going to be Immortals picking the pistol. FNX with the decent backstab. You could see what North are trying to do, that retake mentality, allowing them to plant. Quite a simple procedure for Immortals to get on towards the site. Bomb went down, and North couldn't get the frags in time. Immortals opened things up and managing to get the 1-0 here. In terms of the force buy, quite a conservative approach from the CTs here. Just a couple of Deagles and one set of body armor for Config. So Immortals, though, 4 AK-47s. That's quite a lot of firepower bringing into the second round here. They're going to be lacking grenades, but that's what we talk about Immortals. Very talented powerhouse, and they'll be using their raw aim to take down their opponents here.
So Config tried to hit the jumping player back toward T-spawn. No success on the Deagle. Cajun tagged 21. Config getting closer and closer, though, as he continues to work out in towards Sunroom. Let's give him a chance. If they walk that direction, he can catch them off. Chase stays silently in the corner, but he thinks better of it and backs off. Just as they head that direction, and FNX catches him in transition. So Bomb now starts to lead off toward the B site, and it'll be a rotation from MSL and Cajun.
Yeah, they got that first pick now. Still have a minute on the board as well. They're waiting for any sort of reactions towards the middle. You can see Henny patrolling that area as well. CTs have got 2 players in B. That's going to be MSL and Cajun. But Immortals, without that smoke towards CT spawn, that is to be walking, and this is what we call a contact play. As soon as you spot a CT, that's when you explode into the site. You'll walk up until the point you find an enemy.
Check for the contact. MSL up above. Still doesn't land. Tries again. A 4th, a 5th. That time does do damage, but no success on the kill, and it's down to 5 versus 2. Bomb to be planted to make sure the round has to be forced out from North. Both with Deagles remaining. AZ, the newest addition to this team, back with former teammates. Lots of interesting roster shuffles. I'm excited to see how the next few months start to go. And there's AZ showing up on cue. Takes one down from distance. At this point, just about reinvestment. Force out any kills they can. Get the AKs importantly down, but they only manage the 1 kill in the round.
Nice clean round there from Immortals, managing to save the 3 AKs. One of them goes down, but they'll be absolutely fine going into round number 3 here. Nice slow play, getting some picks towards middle, contacting towards B, hitting their shots all required, and it's a little bit of a risk having the 4 AK-47s. You don't have the smokes to fall back onto and lock out those choke points, but they handled it with style there, and North should be on full eco here. Yeah, not a single dollar invested into round number 3. So Immortals here, they're trying to keep all 5 players alive, don't give anything away, and in terms of the stack, all 5 players for North towards middle, maybe just pushing into this mid-warehouse, and he's waiting for them, and he starts lighting them up with that UMP.
Pick up, but they overwhelm him eventually. The problem is that the rest of them are swarming back. So very fast round that time. North trying to do what they can again. They get a few kills down. It'll force up some guns, but it was only 1 AK lost. It was a UMP otherwise, so AWP immediately for Henny.
Same story for Cajun B as well. Without that heavy investment in the second round, you can see North are looking pretty healthy into round number 4 here. They managed to get HUD armor. No diffuse kits as of yet, but they have got the AWP on Cajun. This could be influential. FNX, he'll be AWPing. He must have the decent spawn here.
He had it 1 spawn forward of where Henny was. So Henny threw it to him. He's going to try and go for a fast pick B. I imagine it'll be dropped immediately back over. He's got the lineup. It works. Play goes exactly as they planned, and there you go, Henny. Thank you very much. You can have that back. I'll take the AK, and MSL has to be careful to smoke himself off. Smart play to get back inside of the site. What an influential kill. First 15 seconds of the round, they go down a man already. Config and MSL therefore have to cover off the B sites. AZ plays far away from Magisk on Highway, and Magisk therefore is solo in A, but they'll continue right now at least to put the pressure onto the B site.
What's the reaction here from the CTs? You can see that it's spreading out. Pretty standard setup for now. We're getting a little bit of information. MSL picks up the AWP, trying to get that frag back in return. That Molotov's going to land at his feet, though. Needs to be careful. He's going to take a lot of damage. Goes down to 23. And that is to avoid a final tick there. That could have been deadly for him. Flashbang going in. Still wants his kill, but actually ends up flashing himself. Crowd are enjoying that one. That's better.
We don't have any North American teams in the final. We got to get some plays, right, Henry?
Indeed.
MSL. Waits to try and find this opening shot, but unfortunately for him, patience doesn't pay off because if FNX slips out immediately after he backs off. And North's investment into this, with AZ getting steal, it gives them a bit of encouragement, but he's got to be very careful on himself. He goes Heaven instead. If they can't find enough picks, especially if they lose this one, he's going to have to consider just give it up. And yeah, unfortunately, now left alive. Config in a 1 versus 4. The AWP has already found. The point I was getting to is he's going to have to consider saving it and just rotating off to the A, giving up B before the bomb even enters. 17 seconds, very calculated from Immortals. They get the first pick early. They slow things down. They only lose one in the round. This is looking a great start, especially for the economy.
Jet, just good fundamentals of Counter-Strike there. Decent spawn towards B. FNX gets thrown. The AWP's got a lot of confidence there to try and find that first pick. Cajun B, up and down in these sort of playoff stages of Counter-Strike. Sometimes has great performances, sometimes very quiet. That's going to rattle his confidence a little bit there. He was ready for that pick, and he gets taken down. At that point, Immortals spread out, managed to get another pick towards the A side of the map as well, and just executing towards B. Very simple stuff, but it works very effectively. That's what we talk about this team, not having a great amount of tactical depth. They're very skilled across the board. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile, and it's going to be North now. CZ's 5-7's almost certainly going to be the 5-0 here. We can see Bolts. He'll be patrolling towards the B warehouse, seeing if there's any sort of aggression towards that side of the map. Looking at the CD setup, pretty standard stuff there, but Bolts does find the first shot, takes down Config to open up the round.
Twice in B, twice they see within first 15 seconds a kill. Rewarded with no further aggression, so it's easy to stabilize into this 5 versus 4. Not that I expect much from the Pistols, but Bolts, again, he was very good on this map on the group stages, by the way. We have to mention, on CT side and A, he was an anchor at the quad position.
That's the scary thing. They were so good on the CT side. They actually looked quiet on the teaser. Now they're opening things up 5-0. This is going to be a real struggle for North going forward. Not really much they can do in round number 5 here. It's going to be 3 players remaining for North. Not really together either. AZ alone on that B site. Cajun B does rotate towards Heaven, but Bolts, he's hit 2 kills so far. Looking for the third, nails it as well. And it's just going to be poor old AZ now. Surely going to be going down to the hands of FNX. Indeed, he does. And May just nothing he can do into this. Very slow, methodical round from Immortals. They're not overcommitting. They're getting the kills, working as a unit, making sure there's refrag potential as they go forward. Looking very promising so far. Their economy is going to be in a fantastic situation. As I say that, Bolts, he hits the $13,000 mark as they get the 5-0 here. So having a look at the buy coming in for North once again. Cajun B back on that AWP. Config known to pick it up as well. They could go for the double orb setup. Not going to bring it to the table just